At a packed Iowa City Council meeting on Tuesday, March 1st, the 7 councilors were to decide on what seemed like a simple fundraising resolution, whether to support a downtown art project known as The Lens.
Fundraising expenses associated with the artwork portion of the North Pedestrian Mall Improvement Project at a not-to-exceed cost of $50,000.
I want to hear from people. So please raise your hand if you intend to speak on this topic. Keep your hands up, please.
But as discussion of the project dragged on for hours and hours into the night, it became clear that public support of this pedestrian mall fixture was anything but certain.
30-foot piece that would go in there just doesn't fit the space.
And I'm not even an art person, but I think what this piece can bring to downtown is it's an interactive public art. It's for everybody. That connection to Iowa City is something that people are going to take with them, whether they're Iowa City residents and their kids and they go back to their home, or they're visitors, or they're international students. I think that it's a gift that you all can give to them from Iowa City, and I think you should support it.
Why isn't this piece being put on the south side of town? How about that? You know, where First Avenue High V is, Broadway, that area. Why is it just this thing that's being thrown around by a central business committee in town here? Why can't we have a nice thing not quite in the downtown?
I do think there does need to be a need of a better collaboration between the downtown and the overall community.
The thing is, I keep hearing this myth about how everybody's against it. Boy, I sure don't hear that from the people I talk to, and I talk to a pretty diverse crowd here.
As the council deliberated and discussed their objections or support for The Lens, it became clear that this would be a decision based on local politics, not the aesthetics of the art piece itself. This was particularly emphasized by Councilor Rockne Cole and Mayor Jim
These
Throgmorton.
questions cannot be answered adequately using artistic criteria alone. So we can't talk about the process having been completed before we came into this room. This is part of the process.
At the meeting, the public sentiment on The Lens was somewhat divided, though it seemed there were more that spoke against the project than for it.
We're never going to get unanimity on anything in any community, but I think we understand what general agreement is, and this is not general agreement in my opinion.
In order for me to support this project wholeheartedly, I need to see widespread support throughout the community. What I see instead is division.
But supporters of The Lens wanted the council to give a definitive answer on whether or not they'd support this art piece in Black Hawk Mini Park at all.
You have to lead this project. And if you don't lead it, then it's dead. And so let's get it over with, you know? You've got a bunch of people who are willing to do this for Iowa City, but they're not willing to do it without your help.
Thus, the council took one final vote.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I count 3. Did I hear 3? All those opposed say aye.
Aye.
I count 4. Motion's defeated.